Hello, my name is Genesis Pedraja, and as you can see below, that is me. So we're going to start off with the first question, which is, what is my current or aspiring career field? So as of right now, I am a substitute for my local high school as I juggle being a full-time college student, but my aspiring career field is to be a first grade teacher. What excites me most about this profession is that I'm going to get to live out the dream of being my very own real life Miss Frizzle. My students have always said that I resemble Miss Frizzle because of the manner in which I dress and especially my hair. And I am excited to become that positive role model that teaches my students, concepts, lessons, and encourage them to be curious about the world. And, first graders are naturally charismatic and have such a bubbly outlook in the world. It's going to be a rewarding profession to be, the influence that they might need in their life, right? So, what talents, skills, and personal characteristics do I already have that I believe will help me in this profession? So, some skills that I have that will aid me in this profession are patience, effective communication, creativity, and that I'm tech savvy. I personally believe, that patience and effective communication will aid me in building a community to advocate for my students and understand my students. And it would allow me to build trust between the parents and guardians of students since I have to have daily communication on how their child is doing in class. Um, I feel like creativity is something that I already possess, and it will be resourceful in decorating my classroom to have my students feel welcomed and want to learn. Lastly, I feel like being tech savvy will aid me in PowerPoints or presentations and assignments that my students will be working on in class and outside of class. What skills do I believe that I need to develop? I honestly feel like I need to learn how to take a chill pill. It sounds easier said than done. I feel like since a young age, I've always been wired to strive for perfectionism. I've always had a plan A, B, C, D, maybe all the way to even Z. And I feel like dealing with young children, I have to face the fact that they are spontaneous by nature. And I feel that being exposed to such a young age group will ground me to that reality and realize that some mistakes are happy mistakes. And I'm not only a teacher who is there to teach my students, but I am also a learner of life, and my students will teach me. And lastly, one central point that I learned from a video was the video with Azul Terones, which is called What Makes a Good Teacher Great. So Terones makes a beautiful point on the importance of student-teacher relationships. He shares with the audience that he posed the questions to various students, what makes a good teacher great? In response, a student claimed, a great teacher eats apples. Azul was perplexed by that student's statement, believing it stemmed from their silliness. However, he put this question into practice by eating apples every day, and the students would witness that he was constantly eating apples, and soon they started to gift him apples. And he said that the students started to look forward to giving him apples, and they would smile at him, and he would smile back. And he realized that this small action was allowing him to build trust with his students. So he shares the power of teacher and student relationships and that students crave connection, reciprocation, and understanding from their educators. When Asul started eating the apples, He saw it was bigger than that action. It was more about the connection. So he also shares with the audience that children have a unique way of communicating with educators and adults. However, teachers don't catch on to it because they're too busy teaching. So, as educators, we should not only teach, but be learners as well. Be willing to learn the thought process and unique way of communication of students to better understand them. And that is all. Thank you.